Hello everybody. I would like to talk to you today about tankless hot water heater systems and how to optimize them for the hot water usage in your home. Now what I have here before you is what I've researched and a result of all my research of what I've done and what works for my home. You will want to look at your area, consult with your local plumber, your local county officials for the local codes and ordinances to determine what's best for you. I'm of course not liable for what you do, but you need to make sure that you check with local professionals. So let's get into the system here. So what I have right here is a 40-gallon A.O. Smith gas-fired hot water heater. I also have a Rheem Performance Platinum tankless hot water heater system. And I want to give a shout out to Jen Woodhouse at the House of Wood for recommending this system on her website a couple of weeks ago. I bought it and I love it. So thank you, Jen. What I've got here is a tankless hot water heater system that is rated for 35-degree temperature differential, which outputs 9.5 gallons per minute of hot water continuously. Now, why is the temperature differential important? That determines the amount of water flow to your home when the water is being heated up. 35-degree temperature differential is the difference between the incoming water to your hot water heater from your ground to the set point on your temperature controller of your hot water heater. So in my case, I've got my temperature set at 120 degrees, which is safe because it scalds after 5 minutes. And nobody's going to stick their hand under 120-degree hot water for 5 minutes to get scalded. So that's where I've got mine set. The Rheem system will not allow you to set it above 120 degrees without going through a special sequence of coding. So let's talk about the 35 degrees. What does that mean? When a lot of people look at a tankless hot water heater system like this, they see that 9.5 GPM and they think, okay, that's plenty of water for my home. However, where they get caught and where they don't understand a lot of the times is, why is that 35 degrees temperature differential important? If you take 120 degrees, subtract 35 degrees of incoming water to the 120 degrees, you get 85 degrees. At 85 degree temperature differential, you're going to have 4.8 gallons per minute. Not a lot of water, but this system is rated for 9.5 GPM. So maybe if you're living in the equator, that you might have 9.5 GPM because you might have 85-degree temperature water coming into the system. We're not sure. I live in St. Louis, Missouri, so here in St. Louis, in the wintertime, my incoming water is 45 degrees into my hot water tank. In the summertime, it's 55 degrees coming into my hot water tank. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about what does that mean as far as water getting into your home. So let's look at the wintertime water flow. So at 45-degree inlet water temperature into the tank, subtracted from 120 degrees, the set point on your controller, you have a 75-degree temperature differential. Now this system here, this Rheem system, at a 75-degree temperature differential will provide 5.5 GPM of gallons per minute of hot water continuously. Now that's a far cry different than the 9.5 GPM, a 35-degree temperature differential. Well, let's look at the summertime. In the summertime, this water coming into this tank is 55 degrees, so it's 10 degrees warmer. Let's see what that does for the flow of hot water out of this system. So if you take 120 degrees set point minus the 55-degree temperature of the cold water coming in, you've got a 65 or 75-degree temperature differential. So at a 65-degree temperature differential, you have 5.7 GPM of hot water coming out of this system to your home. I wasn't too happy with that myself. I wanted to have as much hot water out of my home as I can, because I sized this system to have a minimum of 2 showers and the washing machine, which are the largest consumers of water in your home. So I wanted to get as close to the 9.5 GPM as I could. So I was thinking about this. I've got this tank sitting here, which has been in my home for 15 years operating. And you wonder, why is it still sitting here? Well, if you notice down here, the gas line is disconnected. So all this is just a pressurized water tank sitting here. That's it. There's no controls going to it. Doesn't do anything except for hold water. So my cold water supply comes into the tank just like it did when this was a hot water heater. The difference is, instead of the hot water going to my home, the water temperature now takes the temperature of my basement. Here in St. Louis, my basement in its worst case is 65 degrees. So my temperature differential now in my house is 120 degree set point minus the 65 degrees of the incoming water, and the difference now is a 55 degree temperature differential. This system right here, this Ream system, will give me 7.7 GPM of hot water continuously at a 55 degree temperature differential. So the hot water comes in, it normalizes, the cold water comes into this tank, it sits in this tank and normalizes for however long, it is between water usages. The water comes out of the water tank into the inlet of the Ream Platinum Series tankless hot water heater system, comes out of the Ream system and into my home. So this particular system at 120 degree set point at 65 degree inlet water temperature, I get a 55 degree temperature differential, which yields me 7.7 gallons per minute of hot water continuously. And that is more than plenty of water to run my 2 showers and the washing machine at the same time. Now, if you have any questions on what I've done here or why, or if you want these calculations written to you or sent to you, I'll be more than happy to do them. Just leave a comment in the comment section below and I will respond as best I can. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I sure hope you enjoy it.